I am mentally and spiritually fucking exhausted.
Sometimes we forget why we're here. It's easy to fall off track.
Hello all, and welcome back to my channel. If you follow any of my social media pages, or if obviously you read the freaking title of the video, I'm going to talk about why I decided to put my business on pause. Now, for those of you who do shop with me, you can still DM me and I can make customs, but I don't know how long this pause is going to last. And to be completely honest, I don't know if I want to build resin back up into a business, because it is truly something I enjoy doing whenever my depression is in a healthy state of mind. So let's just hop into why I decided to shut it down. I am to pause it. I am a firm believer that if you cannot put 100%, not even 100%, if you can't give at least 70-80% into something, then don't do it at all. Right now, I'm going through some stuff mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually that I can't even put a decent 25% into my business. And it's so good. If I can't even put that into my business, how is it healthy? It's not healthy for me, because now I'm stressing over why I can't make sales, why I can't make orders, when my mind isn't even fully where it needs to be. So that's one. If I can't put in the time and the effort to do it, I really need to sit back and think, is this the type of business I need to be into? Two, I've been pretty discouraged these past couple weeks, mainly because I see other artists and Instagrammers and YouTubers, and their sales are going great, and they're so creative, and they have all these ideas, and they have all these likes and these comments and these sales. And I know that I say you can never get discouraged. You can never let somebody else's motivation, or not even motivation, you can't let somebody else's drive break you down. When your business isn't going the way you thought it would go, when it's not progressing as fast as you thought it would progress, when it's not moving the way that you thought it would move, it is obviously going to be a little bit discouraging, because you have in your mind how you want things to go, and it's not going that way. So that's another reason that I just had to, all right, sit back. 3, like I said, I'm going through some stuff mentally. I am on my 4th or 5th dosage change with my mental health medication, and I've been on medication for mental health since June or July. Sometime this summer, I started taking medication for mental health because I had a falling out with a really close friend, and that was the breaking point for me of, all right, you really need outside help. So right now, my mind is jumbled up. It's in all these places. They're taking away meds. They're adding meds. They're upping dosages. They're lowering dosages. My new doses, I used to take 2 type of pills. Now I take 1 type of pill, or 1 type of medication. And I used to take it in the morning, but now I take it at night. And then I have to go in for another eval in January to see if it's even working, and I can't really give you guys an insight of how it's working, because this dosage change was last week on like Wednesday or Thursday, so it hasn't even been a full week, so my body hasn't even fully adjusted to what my psychiatrist wants to do. And again, also mentally, I start with the new counselor this Thursday. You know, it's I don't know if anybody does therapy or counseling who watches my videos. It is very frustrating. It is very time consuming, and it is extremely draining to have to get a new counselor, because you have to constantly go back and you have to relive that story. You have to relive that trauma. You have to tell it. You have to pull back that Band-Aid and open that wound that you thought that you closed, or even not even closed. You just got to put on hold for a little bit because you have a new counselor, and they can read your records, but reading your records is nothing compared to these people actually talking to you and seeing how this trauma affects you. So there's that going on. Next, it's the holidays. With me being in the military, I didn't take a lot of leave during the holidays, especially being in Korea. I didn't want to spend the money on a plane ticket. Then when I was in Korea. Then when I was in Fort Bliss, I had so many friends that I just didn't want to go home. I had friends in Fort Bliss, and then I was deployed. And plus, I had a boyfriend or fiance when I was in Fort Bliss, and then, I deployed. So with it being the holidays, I'm truly trying to focus on my family because my grandparents are going through some stuff. My mom's going through some stuff. My brother's going through some stuff. Cousins are going through some stuff. I just really want to be able to focus on my family and get a lot of stuff done. Next, speaking of family, my oldest dog, Sheba, is 12 years old. She has medical issues right now. There's a chance she might have glaucoma. She's for 2 years now had arthritis. My baby's going through a lot, and I just need to focus on her. And last but not least, as much as I say it, and it's so hard, when you suffer from anxiety, depression, PTSD, ADHD, all that crap that I have, it's so hard to find a coping skill. And I've been through so many coping skills. I've done, obviously, counseling. I've done reading. I've done drawing. I've done painting. I've done journaling. I've done video journaling. I started my business in the first place back in August of 2017 to cope with all of my mental health issues. And then that's why I started the resin. The resin was the one thing that I was like, you like this, you love this, you're good at this, you're not going to get tired of it. And now I have to sit back and think, am I tired of doing resin? Has my brain no longer been able to function with this coping skill? Or do I really just need to take a step back because my brain needs a break? And it sucks when you need a break sometime because I love crafting, but over the past couple of weeks, I've had no drive to craft. I've had no motivation to craft. After I did my craft show for the Harry Potter event, I didn't want to craft anymore. And it sucked because it's something that I love to do. But as I'm sitting in my office and I look around at all my craft supplies and, I just spent $100 on resin and I've spent hundreds of dollars on molds and accessories. And I'm just like, I don't know if this is what I want to do. And I don't mean in terms of business. I don't know if I even have the motivation or drive to keep crafting. And it scares me because I thought that I truly found something that I was good at and that I loved, and it helped me not focus on my depression, and it got me out of my room, and it got me to wake up, and it got me out of bed. And now I'm in this funk where honestly, guys, I barely have motivation to do the YouTube videos, and I've only been doing this for about a month. But if you're not a YouTuber, although my videos are very simply edited, those little edits are very time consuming to get it just right. And I don't know if YouTube is like my new coping thing, and then in 6-7 months I'm gonna get tired of it, because I don't want to be that person that I start something and I quit, and I start something and I quit, and I start something and I quit, because that's not the person that I am. I'm not a quitter. I'm somebody that I keep moving and I keep driving and I keep pushing. But this year, not even this year, since September of last year, so a little over a year, 14 months, it has been so mentally draining, with me deploying, with the nightmare starting, with starting medication, with my divorce getting finalized, with moving back home, buying a house, family's going through crap, my dog is going through crap. I am mentally and spiritually fucking exhausted. And I'm tired. I'm so tired. And if you go through what I go through, you can understand how it is to be fucking tired. But for those of you who do follow closely to my social media, and you obviously read the title, that is why I had to put my business on hold. Like I said, I do not know if I'm going to continue crafting. I really don't. crafting was something that I love, and I say was because I don't know if I love it anymore. Because like I said, for the past few weeks, I've not had the drive to do anything. I have not created a new piece since the Harry Potter event, and that is fucking sad. But again, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Tune in Thursday. We're going to be doing another 5:35 video. I do appreciate the patience, the love, and the motivation. Peace.